Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. It becomes increasingly clear every day that the Lakers' biggest weakness this season is their bench players. The Lakers urgently need roster upgrades, and a trade with rival Clippers could help them have a more solid and secure rotation. Trade suggestion: Jared Vanderbilt and Dalton Neff sent to the Los Angeles Clippers. With the Lakers' dire need to improve their defensive performance, we explore a trade idea with the Clippers that could help address this issue. The Los Angeles Lakers are coming off an impressive 112-108 win over the Philadelphia 76ers on Sunday night. Having improved to 17-6, the Lakers have managed to prevent a losing streak by securing a crucial road win. The purple and gold, currently second in the Western Conference standings, appear to be one of the most competitive teams in the league. As one of the most efficient shooting teams from the field, 50.7%, it is understandable how the team has been so successful early on. However, despite their impressive offensive rating, the Lakers remain a relatively underwhelming defensive unit. LA's defensive shortcomings can be attributed to several reasons, beginning with its relative lack of solid defenders in the rotation. In Marcus Smart's absence, these issues have become even more apparent, as the Lakers post a defensive rating of 116.2, 20th in the NBA. Given the team's title aspirations, having a reliable defensive rotation in place is tantamount to success. With this in mind, we explore a trade idea with the Los Angeles Clippers that could help the Lakers make the necessary roster upgrades. Proposed trade details. Los Angeles Lakers receive Chris Dunn, Derrick Jones Jr. Los Angeles Clippers receive Jared Vanderbilt, Dalton Knecht, 2032 second-round pick. How does this trade help the Lakers? This trade answers two of the Lakers' biggest concerns at the moment. With the addition of Dunn and Jones Jr., the purple and gold essentially start addressing their issues with defense as well as their inherent roster depth. Dunn has positioned himself as one of the best point-of-attack defenders in the NBA. With elite defensive instincts that enable him to play without committing fouls, averaging only 2.0 per game this season, he could be a key addition to the team. The 31-year-old may not be a young player, but he has upside. With averages of 7.7 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 1.7 steals per game on 48.3% shooting from the field and 34.5% from three-point range this season, the Lakers may greatly benefit from acquiring him. Along with Dunn, the purple and gold would also be adding Derrick Jones Jr. as a seasoned veteran. He brings a lot of value to the team. From his elite athletic ability, enabling him to be a lob threat, to his reliable perimeter shooting and defensive presence, he is the quintessential role player. With averages of 10.5 points, 2.4 rebounds, 0.8 steals, and 1.2 blocks per game, while shooting 53.3% from the field and 34.8% from three-point range this season, Jones could be a vital addition to the rotation. Given how dire the Lakers' need for bench production is, bringing over a player like Jones could truly help transform their second unit. The Lakers need to address their depth issues. Although the purple and gold comfortably position themselves as a playoff team this season, the flaws in the roster have been apparent. While issues such as perimeter shooting can be overlooked to some extent, their reliance on their starting lineup is concerning. The Lakers recently suffered a 126-105 loss to the Boston Celtics. Though such a performance wouldn't typically raise an alarm, since the team was without its superstars, it is specifically because of how they performed under these circumstances that the team should be worried. Given that the team's bench averages approximately 24.8 points per game, with players such as Jake LaRavia and Marcus Smart shouldering the burden of contributing on both ends of the floor, the team needs to make some drastic upgrades if it intends to contend for the title. LeBron James still has an incredible skill in year 23 that no one can take away. The clutch gene of the aging Los Angeles Lakers star rarely disappoints. Titans at Browns NFL game recap for December 7, 2025. The Los Angeles Lakers needed someone to lead them in the fourth quarter of a tight ball game on Sunday night, LeBron James put on the crown and comfortably hung buckets on the heads of the Philadelphia 76ers. LeBron James. 10 straight points. Long 2. Triple. Triple. Long 2. Lakers get the win in Philly. James delivered a crunch-time takeover for the Lakers as a part of a signature performance overall. LeBron posted 29 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block in the nail-biting 112-108 victory over the 76ers. His teammates were thankful. Luka Doncic, flying back in for the matchup in Philadelphia after the birth of his second child, had plenty of praise for an individual outing that looked straight out of LeBron's best days in the NBA. "That was amazing," Doncic told reporters after the matchup was over, hat tip Kobe Price. "That was vintage Bron. We're happy he was there to save us. He had an amazing game, obviously amazing fourth quarter. He just decided the game." LeBron James' clutch gene refuses to fade with time. There was a point in his career that critics tried to question whether or not James had the clutch gene. Approaching the end of his time in the league, that talking point looks so incredible silly in hindsight. If there was one Lakers teammate who had no doubt about that fact, it was DeAndre Ayton. The Lakers center said it with confidence after the game was over in Philadelphia. DeAndre Ayton, 14 PTS, 7-7 FG, 12 REB, 2 AST, STL, BLK, talks with the media after the #Lakers defeat the 76ers 112-108. Clutch. Clutch genes. "Felt like a movie," Ayton told reporters. "It was like a movie. It was a GOAT moment." The cinematic experience described by the Lakers' big man also served as an example of how James has grown his game with age. Instead of blowing by his defenders with his unrivaled athleticism, like he used to in his prime, LeBron leaned on his mid-range game and improved three-point shooting. In his last 6 seasons, James has turned to his shooting ability a lot more to remain effective as his body ages on him. LeBron has shot 36.5% from beyond the arc since the start of the 2020-21 season as a result. Continuing to improve his catch-and-shoot three-point ability was something James highlighted as important for him to fit better around Doncic and Austin Reeves. A slow start to the season, as LeBron plays catch-up following his injury, has not shown that just yet. One would imagine James will fully find his shot before the campaign comes to an end. In the meantime, the Lakers know their aging star will have no issue looking for the clutch gene that never came close to leaving him. DeAndre Ayton put up the most flawless double-double in Lakers history. The Los Angeles Lakers have a long, storied history that includes a lot of talented frontcourt players. None of them have ever recorded a double-double like the one DeAndre Ayton had on Sunday against the Philadelphia 76ers. The double-digit stats were good, not great, 14 points, 12 rebounds. But it's what was missing that made this special. Ayton didn't miss a single shot. And he didn't turn the ball over once. According to Real Sports, it's the first double-double by a starter in Lakers history with no misses or turnovers. Ayton didn't get to the foul line. He simply went 7-for-7 from the floor. When the Lakers went after a new center this offseason, Ayton appeared on the market at the perfect time. He's not a perfect player, but he's an upgrade on what the Lakers had in the middle last season. And when he's at his best, like he was on Sunday, Ayton can be a very positive force without needing a whole lot of usage to do it. The Lakers' ball handlers have continued to figure out how best to involve Ayton, and as that continues to come together, he's able to put together games like this one, where he could do no wrong. LeBron James felt like himself in win over 76ers. LeBron James turned back the clock on Sunday night as the Los Angeles Lakers defeated the Philadelphia 76ers on the road for the first time in 8 years. James had 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists, but his best moment came in crunch time, when he scored 10 consecutive Lakers points on 4 made baskets to give LA the lead and keep them ahead. He hit 2 long twos and 2 threes over a 4-minute stretch at the end of the game, taking over in a way many thought was no longer possible after the slow start the Lakers star has had to the season. After all, this was LeBron's first game after his historic double-digit scoring streak came to an end. After the win, he spoke about what he's been feeling so far this season and how glad he was to have a truly vintage James performance in a Lakers victory, via Dave McMenamin of ESPN. At 40 years old, it just takes a while for my body to kind of get back into a rhythm, James said. And so it felt good tonight to kind of feel like myself a little bit. One of LeBron's greatest contributions to this Lakers team will be his versatility. He can be whatever the team needs him to be on any given night. On Sunday, they needed him as a scorer, and he recognized that late in the game. I felt like the opportunity kind of presented itself, James said. I felt like my two heavy hitters kind of didn't have it or needed a little kick, and I tried to punch in from there. James loved being able to hit clutch shots in a winning effort for the Lakers. To do it, and go on a scoring spree, in a win is even more important, James said. To be able to come up clutch in a win, that's even more exciting. Sunday night should quell any fans' fears of LeBron no longer having the ability to take over games or be an elite player. He is going to need to be selective over when moments like this happen, but he is still more than capable, even as he nears 41 years old, of being the primary creator and initiator when the game script calls for it. JJ Redick jokes that he's glad LeBron James' streak is over. LeBron James famously had his streak of regular season double-digit scoring games come to an end on Thursday night against the Toronto Raptors. He made the right play in the final moments of the game, passing it to Rui Hachimura to hit the game-winning three at the buzzer to help lift the team to their 16th win of the early season. The double-digit scoring streak had become a significant conversation in the games leading up to Thursday. Since returning from his sciatica issue, James has not been a dominant scorer the way he had been for 22 years prior. It's clear that he's still ramping up, but needed to work extra hard in a few games to reach that 10-point benchmark. And now that it's over, someone who might feel a little better is head coach JJ Redick. In response to a reporter's question about the challenge of scoring 10 points in an NBA game, he joked that perhaps it's better than LeBron's streak came to an end. Writer sends 7-word Bronny James message to Lakers after abysmal G League play images. Bronny James hasn't been a significant part of the Los Angeles Lakers rotation this year. The USC product has struggled to earn minutes on a healthy Lakers squad due to his persistent offensive struggles. Although James is only 21 years old and in the midst of completing his second NBA season, Lake Show Life's Tyler Watts sent a 7-word message to the Lakers regarding James' abysmal G League play. Lakers' Bronny James situation is looking problematic, Watts wrote Sunday before elaborating. They, Lakers, thought he'd dominate the G League and await his NBA opportunity. Instead, the 21-year-old is struggling with South Bay and watching Nick Smith Jr. play over him in Los Angeles. Not the ideal spot for a highly touted prospect. There's a reason why James is on the outside looking in with the Lakers this season. The former number 55 overall pick's impressive lateral footwork has helped him hold his own defensively. However, James' limited offensive skill set has been his kryptonite thus far, as his failure to find his touch from beyond the arc has made him easy to defend on the perimeter. James has experienced the same issue in the G League, as he's shooting below 18.2% from deep through 4 contests. He's only connecting on 28.6% from 3 in the NBA this season. James has ample time to turn things around, but Watt's powerful message to the Lakers should make one thing clear: James isn't on an upward trajectory in early December. LeBron James unveils new celebration in Lakers win, I meshed it. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James caught a heater during crunch time of his team's 112-108 road win over the Philadelphia 76ers on Sunday. The 40-year-old made 5 consecutive jumpers between the 5:25 mark and .27 mark of the fourth quarter, the last of which iced the Lakers' victory. After the dagger shot, the King initiated a new celebration by combining his pantomime crown-on-the-head gesture with his iconic silencer celebration. James confirmed that he introduced a new celebration. I meshed it for the first time in my life. I needed to. I had that moment, James told Spectrum Sportsnet's Mike Trudell in the post-game interview. The new look celebration is below. LeBron James catches fire. James was unconscious with his shot-making in Sunday's win, and the Lakers needed every last shot to come away with a tough road victory. When James checked back into the game in the fourth quarter, the Lakers had just a 2-point lead, 98-96, over a full-strength 76ers squad. James began his barrage with a 22-foot jumper at the 4:25 mark, followed by a 3 at the 3:43 mark and another triple at the 1:12 mark. The final dagger, as mentioned above, came at the 27.4 mark when he drained a mid-range shot from the left wing to give the Lakers a 110-105 lead. James, who finished with a season-high 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists, acknowledged that he needed to step up his game amid a poor shooting night for Austin Reeves, 3 of 16 FG, and Luka Doncic, 9 of 24 FG, the team's top 2 scoring threats. "I felt like the opportunity kind of presented itself," James said. "I felt like my 2 heavy hitters kind of didn't have it or needed a little kick, and I tried to punch in from there." LeBron James slump ends. James, who had his 1,297-game double-digit scoring streak snapped last week, acknowledged that he will continue to have good days and bad in his 23rd season. "Just at 40 years old, I mean, it just takes a while for my body to kind of get back into a rhythm," James said, via The Athletic's Dan Woik. "And so it felt good tonight to kind of feel like myself a little bit, being able to run and jump and cut and catch my second win a lot faster tonight. Hopefully that stays." With Sunday's victory, the Lakers improved to 17-6, holding on to the number 2 seed in the tough Western Conference. Head coach J.J. Redick is thrilled that LeBron James has broken out of his slump, after the 40-year-old had 13, 10, and 8 points in 3 contests last week. "I do think it's important to be reminded every now and then of what you're capable of," Coach Redick said of James. "And for him to have the injuries, and then to sort of start the season playing catch-up in a way, and start the season playing catch-up with a team that is also in a really good rhythm, and that's, as a player, I don't care how good you are, that's tough to figure out. So tonight was super important."